What's up, guys, and welcome back to F1 2020. We've got an exciting week ahead of us here at Cooper Motors. We are going to be heading to Silverstone for the British Grand Prix, and hopefully we could have some success like we found last week. Now, our engineers have been hard at work, and we've actually got some brand new tech we're going to be unveiling and checking out here. Some eye tracking tech. So Codemasters are the developers of F1, and they reached out to me. They were like, hey, do you want to check out the Tobii eye tracker? Like, we've got some pretty insane customization in the game and things you can do, features and stuff with the eye tracker, and we'll send you one for free. So I was like, sure, why not? I mean, it's not like a sponsored thing. Like, yes, this was given to me for free, but they aren't paying me. I'm not trying to make this an advertisement. I just figured we could check it out and see what it does. So I'm excited to do that. And, I mean, let's get into it. So you guys can see we've got a pretty exciting week already. We've got a bunch of upgrades coming in. I think we're going to be upgrading our powertrain facility to Spec 3, which I'm excited to see. And we have plenty of days to fill out here. So durability, not really worried about. Definitely going to work on Ricardo's pace. Second driver press tour. Ooh, second driver PR filming. 1,000 to claim and 30K cash. That's not bad. Supplier HQ tour, I'm definitely going to do that. Power equipment upgrade, I'm definitely going to do that. We are going to have a missing day here, but that's all right. Let's go ahead and advance. It looks like on the 9th is when we're going to end up getting that powertrain upgrade. So we're going to sim to the 9th here. Shoot, we didn't upgrade to Spec 3. I was thinking once we got to 7 out of 12, like we were over halfway, we were going to get to Spec 3 on powertrain. There might be one more upgrade we need. That's all right, though. We aren't going to spend any money, so you guys will see in the top right here, you currently do not have enough cash to afford Ricardo. Well, if we go over here, he has been going up in value. He was at 9.1 last week, and now he's at 10.1. So we got to start saving our money. We've got 10 million right now, so we're close. We're going to be just fine, but definitely want to be careful about that. So in terms of R&D, we've got 1,900 points to be able to work out. I'm going to keep really focusing on powertrain currently. I feel like that's been working well for us. We also have some major upside, only 14% failure chance because we've been giving them so many shout outs and so much extra attention. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to save a few points as well. I don't know if we're going to have another like regulation change at the end of the season. Don't want to lose anything. So that looks pretty good. I don't think there's really anything else we're going to be able to do. So let's just go ahead and move forward towards the British Grand Prix. We're going to try out this eye tracking tech in practice. So I meant to test this thing out in practice, but out of habit, I skipped it. So I did the first practice. I always do all the challenges and the objectives and earn the resource points and stuff like that. And I meant to skip to practice 3 to be able to test this out because practice 2 is raining, but I accidentally skipped straight to qualifying. You can't undo that, so we're just going to do a few qualifying laps here. We'll just hit the restart button. So this first thing here, this like little ghost bubble that you guys are seeing, it's tracking exactly where my eyes are looking. Like I'm looking at the bottom of the screen. I'm going to look at the red tire here in a second. Boom, look up at the red tire. So it's following where my eyes are looking, and we're going to do a lap and see where my eyes look. We're not going to keep this on for the full time, and there are some other features. So when you're racing, you don't want to be paying attention to what's happening immediately around your car. You want to be looking at what's going to be coming next. You always want to be looking at like the next apex, the next spot where you want the car to be, that sort of thing. You don't want to be looking directly around you, and you want to focus more on where the car is going and how you're going to get it there, you know what I mean? So we'll see how I do. I have no clue if I'm doing well or not. I'm trying not to pay attention to the circle because it is a little bit distracting just because it's my first time using it, so having something bouncing around the screen is a little bit weird. But you guys will have to let me know how I do. I'm sure it's not going to be my best lap time ever, but we're going to try our best, and we'll see how we do at the end of it. I definitely see a lot of content opportunities with this thing, with Chelsea. I don't know if you guys have seen the Markiplier video. He used this thing, and he had an absolutely hilarious video of his first reactions, like when 2 pictures popped up and stuff like that. I feel like we can do some really funny stuff here. We're coming up on the last segment of the track. I mean, it wasn't a bad lap. Looks like we're actually in P2 behind Hamilton, so I guess you won't call that a bad lap. Go ahead and accelerate out of it, get through there, and across the finish line we go. So I'm pretty sure we are going to be able to hit restart here. We got P3 overall. That's not too bad. Oof. I'm not gonna lie, it was kind of hard to give up a P3 quali, but yeah, so we saw the bubble there. I've turned it off now. You know, obviously that's got some very niche uses. I mean, if you're like streaming and making content and stuff, there's definitely a lot of use there. The real magic is here in the eye tracking setup. So we're gonna get ready to actually do the qualifying lap. We've got extended view where the in-game camera rotates as the player's head is turning or eyes are looking towards the edges of the screen. So we could go eye tracking where you can look, you can go head tracking where you can look, or you can do both, which is kind of interesting. I guess we could do a mix of both. We're gonna go into our cameras and let's pretend like we were gonna be racing down in the cockpit. Hold on, let me hide this menu. So look at this. When I turn, you can turn and see more around you. You can look up, you can look down, you can look right, you can look over in the mirrors and stuff. And that's really sick. I think that'd be extra sick if I had triple monitors and like, you know, you could just have that little bit of extra movement. Like if I turn this way and I could still see a screen in front of me, like that would just honestly be so incredible. I'm gonna turn that off since we race in the TV pod view and we've only got one monitor. But check this out, clean UI. Your on-screen display elements are gonna fade out when they're not in focus. So as soon as we cross this start line, look at that. So we're looking at the middle of the screen, none of the stuff is popping up. I'm gonna look at the bottom right and 3, 2, 1, it pops up. Okay, we probably shouldn't do this in the middle of a quali lap, but we're just gonna send it and we'll see what happens. Bottom left, looking at the mini map. Top right, or top left, I'm sorry, looking at our position. We're currently in P4. Top right is our current lap time. Bottom right. See, that's pretty cool. And then it fades out when you're not looking at it, so it's less distracting. You guys can still kind of see where I'm looking a little bit, but it's definitely not as like intrusive as that bubble was. Like the bubble's almost a little bit distracting if I'm being honest. I think they have a Twitch extension where viewers can turn it off and on, so something like that's good, but there's no way I could do a full YouTube video with the bubble on it. It'd get way too crazy. But something like this, I actually feel like improves the gameplay and improves our series because you see more of the road, you see more of what's happening on the track, and there's less HUD elements all over the place. We're up here in P4. Not doing quite as well as we did in our first run through, but that's all right. P3. Woo. Get in there, Trev. Still in P3. Come on, baby. Be careful of this last little chicane. Kind of a little bit slow through that first corner there. Oh boy. P3 it is. It's looking like a gorgeous day out here. We are going to have a fantastic Grand Prix. We've got clear skies all the way throughout. Maybe a couple clouds, but nothing too crazy. We're going to be pitting on lap 7 for the mediums, and we're just going to get right into it, dude. Here we go. I'm excited. Let's see what we can do. You guys know in our last episode, we took all new engine components, all new, like, you know, gearboxes and pretty much everything we could get. So we've got a pretty significant advantage over everyone in terms of speed, as was seen. Why did Valtteri brake like that? He had plenty of space. I didn't cut him off or anything, did I? I don't think so. But yeah, we've got a major power advantage over everyone else. To be honest, kind of an accident. I didn't really mean to do that, but we'll definitely take what we can get. It looks like it keeps tapping the thing up in the top left when I'm looking at long corners. And I'm looking up towards that top left part of the screen. I'm not actually looking at the places that much, but it thinks I am.
Keep it up.
Great first lap, he says. Let's see if we can keep this pinned all the way through. We definitely cannot. We had to lift a bit. We're good. All right. Let's get through here. Maggots and Beckett's. Definitely one of the more challenging sections of the track. We're doing all right. Valtteri is right on us. No DRS or anything yet. Hamilton is definitely starting to take off, though. He's 1.3 seconds ahead, so I don't know if we're going to be able to keep up with him. We absolutely dominated him at the Red Bull Ring in our last episode. He is definitely showing his true form out here at Silverstone. Just got to take advantage of these straights as much as we can. Oh my goodness, Rich Mix overtake mode through all of that. That was kind of savage, I'm not gonna lie. How far are we behind him? 0.8 seconds now. Within half a second of him now, dude. Absolutely blue bottom out of the water back there. We gotta be careful about that corner though. We cannot take that full speed. We need to back off of our speed into that corner so we can take it at full speed, at full throttle, and be a little bit smoother. That was not smooth back there, and we lost quite a bit of time. Use a little bit more ERS. We're setting purple sectors. Hamilton's 0.7 in front of us. This is really, really good. Like, I'm... If I was playing this by myself, I would love this. Let me know what you guys think. Is it a little bit distracting? Because, like, that top left one, every time I look up at an apex, every time I look forward, it's popping up. Is that distracting to you guys or not?
We can use DRS when you are within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone.
Woo! So fast, dude. But yeah, let me know if that's distracting. I feel like it could potentially be a little bit distracting as a viewer. I'm not really noticing it because I'm focused solely on the road, whereas you guys are kind of watching the full thing. So, I don't know. It's interesting. It's definitely really cool tech, and like I said, I do plan on doing some interesting videos with it with Chelsea, and who knows? They might. Will this have flight sim integration? It might. I'm not 100% sure. Obviously, that'd be pretty cool if you could like look out certain windows and stuff like that. Oh, are we gonna be looking to pass Hamilton potentially here? Back off a little bit, let off just a little bit, and then get back on it. See, that was a much smoother corner. I'm so worried about looking around and testing this thing out that I'm not paying enough attention. At least not as much as I should. Got DRS here. Got a nice lead on Valtteri. Get after it, Trev. Rich mix, overtake mode. Get close to that curb. Come on, baby. Shoot, this is going to be sketchy. Yeah. Not going to be able to go around him like that, Trev. What we should have done is waited to make our move right here. Right here with the DRS. And then the corner at the end of it is where you want to do it. We kind of got a little bit overzealous. Kind of tried to do a little bit too much. But that's all right. Sometimes that happens. I'd rather be aggressive than not aggressive. We might be able to beat him on pure pace right through here. I don't think it's going to be long enough, though. Let off just a little bit. Went a little bit wide. Hopefully the stewards are going to be nice to us. We've already got a warning for that, so hopefully we're going to be okay. Dude, just hitting like 5 or 6 G-forces through there, no big deal. Got a DRS range through here, and we should be able to get around them. Don't go too hard though, Trev. You don't want to overshoot that corner. Problem is now Hamilton's gonna have DRS, and he's gonna be able to get right back by us. Woo! Getting a little bit loose there. Rich mix overtake mode. We've been burning through a lot of our ERS.
You'll be on the mediums.
Oh, dude! I just never expect the car to actually stick all the way through there, and it always does. Looks like we've got a decent lead on him. He's definitely going to have DRS, but that's not going to be enough to catch up to us yet. You know, I'm thinking we're probably going to have to up the difficulty. I mean, I probably should have expected it after last episode, after our dominating performance, but we've always done good on Austria. I didn't expect it to continue to carry over like this, you know what I mean? Like, we are doing so well with these new engine parts. It's just it's really not fair. So we gotta up the difficulty until we break these things in, and then from there, oh shoot, took that wide. From there, we'll be able to balance it back out again. That's not to say that Hamilton definitely won't catch us here, but I'm thinking we probably shouldn't be all the way up here in first. You know what I mean? Probably not the most realistic scenario. Woo! Okay, yep, he's still there, man. He's definitely still there. We're definitely still gonna have to watch out for him. Oh, he's going for it. He got DRS. All right, never count him out, dude. Never count out the champ.
We're coming in this lap.
The GOAT. Seems as if we may have a bit of a challenge on our hands here. Ooh, these tires are getting a little bit more worn, and we were sliding a bit there. That could have been a race ender, just like that. That could have been really bad. He looks like he's still charging, dude. We got Valtteri behind us too. Those two are doing a good job sticking together. It's the three of us, and then Albon's 5 seconds behind.
The virtual safety car has been deployed. We need to keep a positive delta here. Slow down, maintain a positive delta.
Perez is out of this session, so that's unfortunate for him.
Risk a penalty. Slow your pace immediately.
Got to balance this so that we're going fast enough, but not too fast. Looks like we're losing quite a bit of time here. Woo. It's tough on the straights because these cars are so fast, you can change time so quickly. You should be going fast, but you don't want to be going too fast. It's a bit of a crapshoot here. A little bit under, a little bit over. Now we're gonna go a little bit faster. Come on, baby. I'm keeping an eye on that thing. It's taking them a while to get his car off the track, huh?
Virtual safety car is ending. Maintain your pace until the green flag. VSC ending. Wait for green.
No big deal. I mean, we're gonna get a free pit stop out of this, or a cheaper pit stop, so that's good news for us. We missed the pit lane entrance. I don't know if we're gonna get a penalty for that. It looks like we don't have one currently, but we'll take it. Come on, boys. Big stop, big stop. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Going back up to Rich Mix overtake mode, 3.2 seconds, so not our fastest one ever. However, we did have like another 5 or so seconds of the VSC while we were pulling into the pits when we were already on our speed limit anyway.
Some heat into those tires.
So that didn't affect us, but that would have slowed down the leaders. So that's honestly really, really good news for us. The cheap pit stop undercut. It's like the perfect strategy that came together at the last minute. So we're up here into P16. Got to be careful, let off a little bit. Don't want to be going too crazy. And we're just going to have to try to get the best outlap possible. Get these tires up to temps. Get them all sticky and nice, and teammates in the pits, all right.
In for his stop.
Let's keep this up and see if we can have a good day, fellas. Latifi and Alfa Romeo ended up staying out along with a few other guys. I mean, we were one of the very, very first ones that came into pit. I see, is that Hamilton there? Woo! Dude, oh my gosh, man. We got him. I was going to say, if we didn't get him, I was going to be upset with myself. That would have been on us. We would have had a slow, outlap or something. Something had to have gone wrong if we didn't come out in front, but we got him. And since we're technically in a provisional P10, we've got DRS. All right, guys, so I've got some unfortunate news here. My computer ended up stopping recording randomly, and I didn't realize it until it was a little bit too late. So the good news is we were already 50% of the way through the race, and it really wasn't that exciting. So we stayed out front by a good amount for a while, and I was trying to manage my ERS as best as I could, because the overtake mode in the straights is what was keeping us ahead of the Mercedes. It was basically the three of us, and then everybody else was like 8 to 10 seconds or more behind. So we stayed out in front all the way until the last lap. Valtteri was in second place, ended up going around us. I tried to fight him back around the corner, couldn't quite make it happen. Eventually, Lewis ended up getting around us as well. We just could not keep up with the pace of the Mercedes. I do think we have to bump up the difficulty, but even now, even with a fresh engine, they're nearly impossible to beat. So, they got by me. We got a podium. We got third place. They actually had a pretty intense battle at the end of the race. They were going wheel to wheel. It was really entertaining, and Lewis ended up coming from second place, or really from third, a few corners back, all the way up into first, which was, I guess, pretty exciting. But all in all, it was kind of a boring second half of the race, apart from that very end. So, I'm going to go back and get some theater mode footage, some replay footage of that to be able to share with you guys, and there you guys have it. That makes it 3 podiums in a row. I would venture to say that, yes, we do, in fact, need to up the difficulty a bit. And obviously, with time, as this engine wears out, we're going to have decreased performance, more realistic performance. So thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you guys thought about the eye tracker. I think it's interesting. I don't think it's something I would use all the time. I do think the HUD things disappearing is good, but I'm worried, especially from your perspective. I feel like from a watching perspective, you guys want to be able to see where I'm at. You want to be able to see the mini-map. You want to be able to see the lap times at all times. That stuff's not necessarily relevant to me, but when you're watching a video, I feel like sometimes the more info you have, the better. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Drop a like if you guys enjoyed. I'm going to see you guys in our next one. Peace out.